at the small forward position. At 6'6", number 7,
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Orlando Magic with Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
BA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
We'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at the Magic, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And, of course, the Celtics, a game and a half behind.
Right now for the Magic, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 4 spot. And for the Celtics, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Keita in at center, filling out the middle. Pass to Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown for 3. De Silva with a rebound. Here's Orlando. On the wing, Suggs. Bane surveying the D. Shoots over White. Rebound Boston. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Now here's Wagner. Coming off a terrific game against New York. De Silva with the bucket. And the Magic this summer going and getting some shooters, Shams.
They've got some guys that can clearly fill it up. The headline move being for Desmond Bane and then drafting Jace Richardson. They may not have that length we're accustomed to seeing at that guard position, but they have the depth when it comes to their shooting range. They set up Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner to hold it down on the wings.
Yep, that one goes.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And here we go, the Celtics on the run. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Brown doesn't hold the ball. He moves it quick. This is about team scoring, not himself.
Here's Suggs. And he also played a big role in their last game with New York. De Silva, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Walsh. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the line for him here.
at the line for 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's De Silva. It's rebounded by Walsh. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Suggs. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Always a plus to have forwards who can dish it. A look at the top assist numbers for small forwards. 5th on the list, Jaylen Brown.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation. Transition, the half-court set, you can count on them to just make good decisions.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. That kind of passing from the small forward spot allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Brown against Wagner. Left side, Brown. Pass to White. Shot clock at 6. Tries the spin move. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Walsh. Isaac covering. Pass to White. Inside. Here's Keita. And that one is hammered home.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 4. Their last encounter in Orlando.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Wagner, the pass to Carter. Off the mark there with a 3. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brown inside, guarded by Bane. He's off on that one. Magic trail by 4. Pass to Suggs. And here's Isaac. Now here's Bane. Now Suggs. Fires from deep. No luck on that one. And here's Brown. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Here's White. There's a screen. Over Bane. White. Good. White's got his second bucket on the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the three-pointer goes.
Off the catch, Bane has that repeatable shot motion. It's just so consistent.
Outside White. Brown against Wagner. Right side Brown. It's tipped.
Well, Wagner has the length, but that block was more about effort and timing.
Magic trail by 3, and the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Here's Keita. Nice ball movement by Boston. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Isaac.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Bane. The 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
There's just no hesitation from 3 for Bane. He is trigger happy out there at all times.
Pritchard finds White. looking to win the run. Oh, Carter with the block. And they get it back. Pass to Suggs. Launches it. Rebounded by the Celtics. And he's going for the lob. Outside Pritchard. Puts up a three. First shot won't go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wagner on the wing. Pass to Isaac. Brown with the steal. Here's Queta. He's checked by Carter. Now here's White. Jacks up a three. Doesn't go that time. Orlando with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. White with a steal. To the middle. Now Brown shoots over Isaac. Brown, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pritchard surviving the D. To the paint. Here's Queta. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Simons comes in for White. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. Howard comes in for Wagner. Black's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Jones in for Suggs. Here's Black. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. And the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Simons, left side. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Black. Isaac outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Nice D from Pritchard. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 2. And here's Brown. They set the pick. Simons outside. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Queta gets the bucket.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
We've got 1:55 left in the opening quarter. Pritchard against Jones. On the wing, Isaac. There's Howard with the three. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics shooting only 39% in the early going. Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. And he lobs it up. Tipped. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Hauser passes to Brown. 1:03 left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Hauser can't get it to go. Here's Orlando. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Black. Three-pointer. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Goga Batase.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Boston with some changes. Boucher's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Shireman comes in for Pritchard. And a change for the Magic. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Howard. He's off on the second. Orlando leading. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
When you have the strength of Bane, he does not mind getting the contact to get to the line. He actually has a knack for it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Bane.
At the offensive end, Bane has put in the work, and he is a true force.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Jones against Simons. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Boucher a screen on Jones. There's Simons with a three. That one doesn't drop. Desmond Bane getting it done for the Orlando Magic. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then it's Anthony Black. And it's Bataze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Minot's checked in for Boston. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Boucher passes to Hauser. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Pass to Minot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Boston, no good that time either.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Outside Bane. Now here's Black, defended by Hauser. All sorts of time. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
On the wing, Simons. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Jones. Back to Bane for 3. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Bane's got 11.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys?
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Orlando with the ball. It's the second game of 3 on the road. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
But yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
Pass to Bane. 4-3, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Simons. 23 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Black outside. Wagner outside. Down low. Here's Batase, and Batase throws it down.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Brown. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Tillman with a screen. Fires for 3. Brown, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now here's Wagner. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And you can't be too physical with how you guard Wagner. That's asking for trouble.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Free throw good, Wagner. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, trying to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Again, the miss by Boston.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Suggs outside. Shoots over White. Suggs, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Brown passes to Simons. Here's Walsh. Outside, Brown. Pass to Keita. And it's rejected. Now Suggs. Back to Wagner. Now here's Bane. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
White, the pass to Brown. There's Simons with a three. It's hauled in by Black.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pritchard's checked in for Simons. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. De Silva comes in for Black. Here's Orlando. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Payne against White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on White.
Really knocks it down from the line. Bain, almost automatic.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Bain. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
BA, I'm just trying to be like you, bro.
Data, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Wagner outside. Kicks it out to Bain. Lets the three fly, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Just another day in the office for Mr. Bain.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Come on, make some noise.
And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. Boston in second.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Celtics trail by 20. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
Yeah, nice initiative from Suggs. Seeing an easy scoring opportunity and pouncing on it.
Outside White. Inside to win the cold spell. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 10.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
White against Bain. Picked by Carter. The three is up. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brown against Wagner. The fader. Great D that time from Wagner. Orlando leading by 20. Pass to Suggs. Fires the three. It's hauled in by White.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Suggs against Pritchard. White with a screen on Suggs. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Peyton Pritchard.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Pritchard. And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. Pritchard hits them both. Now Suggs. Here's Orlando. They're on a 20-6 run. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. Suggs outside. Connects from downtown. Suggs has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
White with a screen on Suggs. Here's Pritchard. And they recover it. Brown. Pass to Walsh from outside the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Boston pulls it in.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
White for 3. De Silva with a rebound.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the second period. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And here we can check out the story for Desmond Bane.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line, 100% this quarter.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Magic leading by 17. Wagner outside. Lets it go from deep. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the middle. Wagner with a steal. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. Now, that would have been a true Shams moment.
The Magic making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Line for 1.
You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that, but there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
White, good. White's got 6.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
1:02 left in the second quarter. Picked by Carter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Assisted
Carter's got 5 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 20. Brown with it. Pass to Walsh. Brown, a screen on Wagner. Now here's White. They set the pick. Here's Keita. Up and over Carter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Suggs outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner on the wing. So versatile on offense. Averaging around 23.5 points per contest. The Magic need to put one up here. The three from Suggs. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Orlando Magic. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Celtics.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper, but if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second.